up again, rockers, chaos seekers, and home recording junkies? Joe here from Joyful Noise Productions, and today I want to talk about Fender, Presonus, and for some of us, it's a pattern we've already seen and didn't particularly enjoy the first time around. And as a Fender fanboy talking about this, let's get into it. Let me start by saying this up front. Brand evolution isn't automatically a bad thing, okay? Companies grow, market shifts happen, and acquisitions happen as well. That's just business. Having been a business owner myself, I can verify that. Now, with that said, just because you can do something doesn't always mean you should. We've all plugged a guitar straight into a laptop one time, and we learned from it. Before Fender acquired Presonus in 2021, Presonus was already a company with a solid reputation in audio interfaces, studio gear, and recording software. Now, I did have the Studio One recording box, so I should know. Now, with the release of Fender Studio Pro, Fender has already rebranded the Presonus product line under its own proprietary umbrella. Now, for guitar nerds, it's like, yeah boy! But the moment comes when some studio engineers will hear about it. They'll all stop collectively sipping their coffees and will say, wait, what? Presonus earned its reputations by being Presonus. Producers, engineers, music creators trusted the brand, mostly because it worked without needing any firmware update every time you looked at it funny. Well, as far as what I've heard. It wasn't a guitar brand, and that was kind of the point. When you take a studio-focused company and you wrap it in guitar brand DNA, you don't automatically make it cooler. Sometimes you just make people wonder if their interface is about to be shipped with a relic finish and a high price tag. We've all seen this movie before. Back in 2013, Gibson acquired Cakewalk, and at the time, Cakewalk was a heavyweight DAW, especially for most users. Well, Gibson tried to rebrand it, reposition it, and try to fold it into a bigger music lifestyle vision, which sounded great in boardrooms, but was an absolute nightmare for those people who just wanted their DAW to open. The result? Development slowed, users got nervous, and forums got hot. Eventually, Gibson shut it down, and Cakewalk almost nearly vanished like a limited edition Les Paul that you and I can't afford anyways. Thanks to BandLab, it got a new lease on life. Now, to be fair, I'm not saying Fender is guaranteed to repeat Gibson's mistakes. They're a different company with different leadership and a different vision. Though Fender has been pretty good at marketing, but with a lot of us, the vibes feel familiar. Guitar companies are exceptional at guitars. They understand wood, pickups, finishes, amps, and artist branding better than anyone. And that's their lane, and they should dominate in that. Software development, drivers, a DAW ecosystem, and long-term OS support, that's a whole different skill set. It's like Paul Reed trying to fix a driver issue by swapping out Tonewood.
Tonewood is complete and utter bull.
When a brand turns a studio tool into a proprietary extension of its logo, it sends a subtle but important message to engineers and producers. It says, this exists to support the brand, instead of, this brand exists to support the product. I hope with Fender's decision, hope it's the latter than the former. That's when people start quietly Googling alternatives while smiling politely at the press release. It's pretty simple, but don't take it as gospel. And I've watched a lot of the reaction videos on this. Now, there are a couple of them in particular. Joe Gilder of Home Studio Corner and Czar of the Audio Czar. Both of these guys are Presonus users, but from two different genres. One had a positive bias towards it, the other one not so much. Since the rollout is new, only time will determine if it was a good decision or a Gibson decision. Now, don't get me wrong. When I reviewed the Fender Studio for Android, it was fun. But it was not something professional. Now, here's my take. Guitar companies should focus on making guitars. Let audio companies stay audio companies. That's why I plan on sticking with Reaper. If a guitar company wants to acquire a DAW brand, fine. It's your prerogative. But don't just sand off the identity and slap your logo on it like a pick guard, okay? Because here's the hard truth. Most engineers, do-it-yourselfers like myself, start feeling that the piece of studio gear is being marketed more than it is being engineered. And what happens? Trust starts to disappear. And unlike guitar strings, trust does not come in bulk packs. That's my take. Agree, disagree, or tell me if I'm completely wrong. Drop it in the comment. If you have any value from this video, hit the thumbs up, like and share and subscribe for more no-nonsense guides. And until next time, peace out.